Hey guys, Ashlane here, CoC-ClashWithAsh. Today I'm going to bring you a great war recap from Battle Elite and Warriors. Now, Warriors is the clan of YouTuber Nickatnyte and also gaming with M0lt and Nickatnyte number 1 and 3 on the board there. You can check them out at youtube.com/TeachBoomBeach as well. So let's go ahead and go over this clan war here. You can see, before we go into a few replays, I want to illustrate some LavaLoonion attacks. You can see the 3 stars 1 versus 1, 2 stars 18 versus 12, which is really the difference of the 2 stars and 1 star attacks in this war. Now, instead of showing you the heroics this time, I want to do something a little bit differently because I do want to feature one of Nickatnyte's attacks and some of Arham's attacks on our side. So Arham, one of our best attackers, and let's go ahead and start out though first by his defense at Nickatnyte, and this is basically going to go show you the role that luck plays in any attack. So obviously, Arham has a very, very, very popular village here. You see this a lot in Town Hall Level 10 Clan Wars as well as High Champions Leagues. So this base is, like I said, such a common base. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is attack from the south with an air attack, because not only are you going to go into the Queen and the Infernos and the Expos all protected by those heavy hit point units of the Clan Castle and the Dark Elixir, it's just hard for your minions to get over there because they're all going to be distracted by that early Clan Castle deployment. So anyway, they're going to go in from the north here, and you can see Nickatnyte's only going to use 2 Lava Hounds right off the bat with a wide spread of balloons. Now, I do recommend going in through the north as he does here, but one thing you want to be consider when you go into the north is a base such as this has such a high concentration of defenses in the middle there, especially, which is where you want the balloons obviously to start heading, that you're going to need to bring at least 3 hounds usually, not 2. And the reason I say that is because they're going to get blasted pretty early, and then the balloons will have no cover, and they'll group up in the middle. So instead, he has the balloons in the Clan Castle, and those were deployed way far north. You can see that clump of 7 balloons. He drops the Rage spells pretty early on, and those 7 balloons are going to be basically the middle task force, if you will, the 7, and they have a cover of about another 5 to 7 balloons. Anyway, they get about half the center unit down, but unfortunately they missed that Expo, and he's only at 40%. He still has that dragon still up from the Clan Castle. So the dragon may have been a little bit unexpected there. You don't see too many high level Town Hall 10s using dragons and Clan Castles and Clan Wars, but so that may have taken him off a little bit off guard, but the Queen does take out the dragon pretty easily, which is why you usually don't use them, and the Town Hall goes down. The Queen is smart there. So the raid actually wasn't bad at all, but unfortunately he could have, if he brought a couple minions or he saved a couple minions, he could have actually nabbed that gold mine and maybe with an archer that army camp and gotten the 2 stars. Now, ironically and funny enough, the attack on Nickatnyte by Arham was almost identical. I mean, their bases are obviously different, but the same basic setup where they have a high level of concentration of the powerful defensive units in the middle compartment there. You can see the Town Hall 10 and the 2 Infernos and the 3 Expos, as well as the heroes in the Clan Castle. So it's just basically different wall formations, and a few things are flip-flopped. Now you can see that Arham goes in through the north as well, and there is going to be an early engagement on that Clan Castle, just what I talked about earlier, that you kind of want to avoid in the LavaLoonion attacks, unless you bring the freeze spells and you can freeze the Queen and all those units at the same time. So what I would have done here with my freeze spells is I would have tried to engage the Queen a little bit from the northwest rather than the northeast, deploying those troops a little bit higher concentration, a little bit before the troops of the northeast. But I will have a video coming at you soon with a replay like that, how I would attack this type of base with an air attack. It's hard to articulate without actually watching it. But to get back to this raid, you can see here that at 41% with no heroes, it's basically the same situation where Nickatnyte was at versus Arham. So they've been kind of a mirror image. Now the only difference is there's no dragon up right now, and obviously a little bit different troops are left standing right now as far as defensive units are left standing. So you can see the heroes are going to kind of go in a different direction. So surprisingly, you never know where the heroes are going to go. It's such a crapshoot, but this is going to be basically the key to the whole entire attack right now. It's going to be this Barbarian King, which he's going to use the rage early on to try to catch him up. That way the queen stays focused towards the north and into the town hall part of the base there. So you can see that Barbarian King rage there, just perfectly timed by Arham, and that's going to be the difference between the 1 and the 2 star in this attack. You can see what role luck plays in these type of raids. I mean, first of all, you need the heroes to go in the right direction. How many times have we had a Lava Hound raid? I'm sure we've all been there where the heroes just go totally in the wrong direction. So something Supercell might need to work on is wall breaker and hero AI, because you've dropped wall breakers before and they just go totally around a few sets of walls into some random area, you know, half away from the area you want to go, half the map away. Now, I know you guys are big fans of M0lt as well. You can check him out, Gaming with M0lt on YouTube, and he had an attack here against a Town Hall 9. This might have come last second. He might have just wanted to get the either the stars or the perk points. So let me look for that here. He would not have been attacking his own clan. That is a good point, Ash. So here he goes. He attacks Alex. So it's a 2-star attack. I'm going to show you how to 3-star this village, and it might be on the next replay or the one after that. I think probably in the next episode, rather, of Clash with Ash. I will show you how to 3-star this this village with a LavaLoonion attack. But basically, the big thing you're going to change from how M0lt hits it is you're going to use 3 Lava Hounds as opposed to 2, and you're going to come in different, a little bit different of a strategy as far as engaging the base. So you are going to come in from the south, just as M0lt ends up doing, but you want to drop 2 Lava Hounds around this area, the southwest, and then what you want to do is drop your 3rd Lava Hound more in the southeast against that air defense down there. So basically what you're going to want to do is have a really wide spread, and then you're going to drop a few balloons to the southeast, and then a few to the southwest, is a bunch to the southwest, and kind of range your attack in that kind of formation. Instead of a huge line of balloons, a more scattering attempt of balloons when you're attacking Town Hall 9s, I find is better. So when I say scattery, I mean like groups of 2s instead of a huge horizontal line. They're obviously still going to be in a line, but a little bit more staggered and in groups of 2 at a time, so they individually target different defensive units is the big goal. So anyway, the Lava Hounds do eat up those air defenses, and as I said before, M0lt, it didn't bring a clan castle here, so I don't know, as I didn't take part in this actual war. This is a sister clan of ours, who's actually pushing right now, top 300 in the or top 300 in the world, I should say. They're either there or they're narrowly approaching right now, so great job to all those guys. But back on task here, you can see that he didn't bring the clan castle, so perhaps he was just going for the 2 stars, just for the clan perks, perhaps, or just for the 2 stars. Maybe he thought he could easily 2-star the base. But I will bring you, like I said, a video of how to 3-star this base pretty easily with the same type of troops. So I will go ahead and show you one more raid from this war. I wasn't sure if you guys would like to see a heroic attack. I know there's a lot of great replays, and Warriors are a good clan, Battle Elite's a good clan, so there's just a lot of good attacks on both sides. But I think I'm going to end this with a 3-star attack, because people generally like to see 3 stars, so each clan had 1. Let's go ahead and show battle, since they were the winner this time, and it is an attack by Jared, and it is on Beast. So there's a Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9 attack, and it's a GoWiWi attack, so important to note there that he has 3 golems, 1 max in the clan castle, 2 level 4s, he has 21 witches and 4 witches, so he has that nice flank setup attack, which is obviously what I'm always pounding into the ground with you guys. You want to get a good flank on 90%, unless you're using 2 jumps, which he's not. You want to get a nice flank on your attack, so basically a main attack in the center, and then 2 golems with some wizard backups to both sides. So you can see here come the clan castle troops, the wizards rather, as well as the heroes. The Barbarian King kind of goes the wrong way, but the main attack is still coming through the center there. Now, one thing you obviously want to be careful about is dropping the rage too early. Drop the rage too early, the whole raid goes wrong. Why? Because the wizards and witches will run into the giant bombs. So something you always want to be very cognizant about is dropping rages too early. Make sure your golems or your meat shields, your heroes, whatever, trigger those bombs before your DPS units, your wizards and your witches get to that area. So he is sitting still on one rage spell, and at this point in the battle, it's looking like it might be a 2-star attack because, you know, his heroes are 15, 17, very average for Town Hall level 9, and they're kind of making their way around the base slowly but surely. He does bring in some minion backup, which is dropped at the perfect timing as there is no air defense left in that area, and he has a witch going around, and basically he's going to just make his way clockwise with precision throughout this base. Now, one thing you do want to note here is the usage of Jared's hero abilities. So he uses the Barbarian Rage when he has to get through a critical wall, and he's going to use the Archer Cloak coming up just in a second here to take out that critical defensive unit. So often, you guys have heard me, I advise using hero abilities at the last possible second, but that's just, I guess, 9 times out of 10. And 1 time out of 10, situations like this, for example, you want to use them at the most critical point in the attack. There's some times where you might want to rage that Barbarian King just to produce barbarians for a multi-target Inferno to lock onto, for example. But anyway, great 3-star attack and great war. Check out M0lt and Nickatnyte on YouTube. They're both great YouTubers. They're very popular. And great job by Battle Elite, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Take care, guys.